Welcome to the Dream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Amashi, and we're back for some more Baldur's Gate 3, Patch 4, Early Access Druid. Wyll has some stuff to say to us. Last time we did the windmill fight, which was buggy and weird, but at least Gil's interactions make more sense now, even though that whole ordeal bugged out, and they turned hostile.
Take one. Dragon's breath brandy. Puts hair on your bones.
Grab a flagon and take a swig? No thank you. My bones are fine as they are. You should take it easy. Are you drunk? I like all these options. I may add some more in post. I may not. I like playing characters that drink heavily, so we're gonna grab a flagon and take a swig.
Sorry about all that. Back at the windmill, I mean. I lost my head. You ever felt so much hate it poisoned your blood?
Yes, I certainly have. I've held a grudge or two. None of them that ran that deep, though. Me? Never. I know only love. You clearly have. An unfortunate attitude for a legendary hero. I'm gonna go with 4. Hey guys, Damash here. This is going to be a little bit different from the previous parts. This is going to be a mix of both live and post-commentary. In this case, post-commentary. Because I wasn't very happy about the original release of part 17. And because I didn't talk about enough of the things that I enjoyed. So, let's talk about what I enjoyed about the Wyll scene here. I really like that we get a good insight into Wyll's personality and how he thinks about things, which was very desperately needed after the way he reacts to the previous goblin that we saw in part 16. Most of the dialogue options that you have here are good, though I do think they could use a few more, and it is never okay to give the player a binary choice in a CRPG. It never feels good on the player's end. So I encourage you guys at Larian to please don't do that if you can avoid it.
From anger and sorrow I was reborn. I was the blade of frontiers. I will see Spike dead. I will see the land cleansed, and I will keep its people safe.
The goblins are a scourge. Let us be rid of them all. A revenge quest. Wouldn't miss it for the world. You lost your eye to a goblin. That's hilarious. Leave. I'll add some more dialogue options here in post, as always. I'm gonna go with 2, because that's normally what I would pick. A revenge quest. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
You hear that, Spike? The blade's coming for you. And he won't be alone.
I probably shouldn't encourage this drunken madness, but I am going to. Talk to Wyll some more.
Not looking for company. Sorry.
What? Huh. He really is. He is not feeling good about what happened. Lizelle, do you have anything to say on this?
Speak.
If they don't have anything to say, I'm just gonna cut past this. So, I may need to take Shadowheart far away, because she tends to take precedent over Astarion scenes, which is annoying. If 2 characters or more have something to say, they should all do their thing. Also, why are we here? Take me back to the Blighted Village. There's some stuff we need to do in the Blighted Village, but for now, we're gonna go over this way. There's a lot of stuff we need to do in the Blighted Village, but for now... let's kill this Bugbear. I don't know why this Bugbear is hostile. There's no reason for him to be. It doesn't matter because he's dead now. Oh, I forgot to loot the Harpy area. I'll go back over there in a bit. It's time for this. Well, let's see if they've changed this in patch 4. we're gonna move Astarion in between and see if things change.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattled the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Hello? Anybody in there?
Go away!
Okay, so we can open the door.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
That's annoying. There should be the if Shadowheart's here, there should, and Astarion's here, Astarion should speak first, say, no, let me open the door first, and then Shadowheart should say, no, leave it. I don't want to fight. That's what should happen. They should both speak here. There's no reason for them to be like, Shadowheart takes priority. And I have another complaint about Shadowheart taking priority later when we get our next Illithid dream. Because she's gonna do that again. Alright, we're back. I've moved Shadowheart away from the door so that we can do this.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattled the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Hello? Anybody in there?
Go away!
Okay, I'm gonna move to open the door.
Wait, don't interrupt them. Let me do it. They sound disgusting.
Okay. Let's bring Shadowheart back. Now that we've had this line of dialogue. This will unfortunately not work, but past me doesn't know this. I didn't go into it in the video proper, but another reason that all the characters should say their lines, apart from just blocking the player out of content, feels bad in the way that they've been doing it. It makes it feel like the group is an actual group. Like they all have their own thoughts and opinions. And they're gonna clash, and their personalities should clash. Right now, it just doesn't feel like the group is a group in the way that they currently interject. And all of them interjecting in the moments that they should interject would make these interactions come more alive. We're gonna go to, you were making a lot of noise. I wanted to join in on... I wanted to join the fun.
Smash! Oh, smash you!
Yikes. Half ogre in the making.
Seriously? You attacked Gale? Alright, so we're gonna... Shadowheart. Bless the party. Gale, if you'd be so kind as to grease the ogre. Which level of grease? Use grease 1. I don't think there's a difference between the two. Okay, good. She is knocked prone. Astarion. Can you... get over here? Excellent. So, I need you to succeed in this sneak attack. And he did. And let you vampire bite. Bloodless. And then... stab him again. For 1 damage. Now for me. I think I'm going to Moonbeam. Moonbeam obviously wouldn't work indoors. Past me is an idiot. And then swap to Wolf. Is there anything else we can do? Nope. And return. Suppose now is a good time to talk about my thoughts on the pace of combat. I do agree with a lot of the criticism that the game is too slow, and this is a prime example. It takes so long for the ogre to get up, then plan its next move, and then throw a rock.
I threw a rock at him.
Whoa!
It was a big rock.
And there are some pretty large-scale battles in Baldur's Gate 3. The goblins, for example, at the Druid Grove. It feels like too much of the game is spent waiting for my enemy to make their next move, and the more enemies there are, the worse it gets, and this is compounded by the long combat animations, like being knocked prone or climbing a ladder, which I complained about in the last part. The animations need to be quick and snappy across the board, otherwise it's going to bog the game's pace down way too much. Or there needs to be some way to skip animations, otherwise the end user is just going to get sick of the combat before even halfway through your game. My thoughts on the Ogre and Bugbear battle are thus, at least from a story standpoint. I think it's hilarious, and while I think this combat goes on for a little bit too long, I do find it fun, annoying bugs, and weird hang-ups about how long the animations are aside. If the party interjected like an actual party all debating on what to do, then this would feel so much better, as I previously stated. And that would also help the party come alive and actually feel like a group of adventurers is reactions to when you choose to leave. If you pick leave, you get approval with Wyll, Gale, and Shadowheart, and then disapproval with Astarion. If Astarion is in the party, he gets annoyed that you chose not to have fun, and then the characters that approve reprimand Astarion and then praise you, or at least show that they are pleased with how you handled that. If you don't have Astarion in the party, they skip the Astarion reprimand, but the characters still show their approval to the player. They just skip the Astarion reprimanding bit. If you change your mind, they should also react and call you out on it. And Astarion should have a line of, "I'm glad I'm so convincing," or something along those lines. I hate that jump and disengage are tied together. They really shouldn't be. Let's move Gale away. Wolf form is my baby.
What can I do for you, my friend?
What? And even though Astarion was the one... Again, Shadowheart is taking priority over Astarion. They should both have exclamation marks over their heads.
Well, that was unnecessary. Were you jealous of them or something?
This could have gone more smoothly, yes. It would have been foolish to ignore a potential threat. We're lucky to have witnessed such a rare sight. A little curiosity is healthy. I'd like a couple more options there that are actually sensible. So we're gonna go with 3.
Your curiosity could have turned very unhealthy if that fight hadn't gone our way.
Here are my current thoughts on how the game currently handles Speak with Dead. Animations are spectacular. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I really like the concept of how they're handling. However, the whole enemies don't want to speak to their killer kinda defeats the purpose of what Speak with the Dead, what they're trying to go for with Speak with the Dead in this game. It's supposed to be a fallback for when you kill everything without talking to it. But the corpses that you want to talk to never want to speak to their killer, so it's kind of counterintuitive. I think they should just remove that aspect of Speak with the Dead entirely. Yes, you can get around it by using Disguise Self, but one, you have to have Disguise Self, and it's just an extra step to something that's honestly just doesn't need to be there. Had to redo the fight. Astarion died. I'm trying to click the revive scroll on his portrait, and it doesn't work. I thought they fixed this. They did not. Can I push the corpse? I can actually see Astarion. Thank you. Alright, let's see this conversation at long last now that Shadowheart isn't interrupting it.
Well, what did you make of that?
We should have left them as peace. They didn't need to die. I would to scrub my eyes, quite frankly. It was vile. Funny, but vile. Should be a couple more options here. I'm gonna go with 3.
Certainly one to remember, or forget, preferably.
I hate that Shadowheart prevents me from getting conversations with characters. It's so annoying. I like Shadowheart, but she causes so many problems with party interactions. Especially the interesting ones, like Astarion's. Alright, now let's give Shadowheart the Speak with Dead amulet so we can actually talk to these guys. She didn't do any killing. Alright, let's start with you. Oh, I can't. We burned her to a husk. Where's her boyfriend? He should be fine, right? Did I burn them both? Oh my god, I did. Neither of their bodies are intact. Oh well. I did all this for nothing. And I lost a res scroll for my trouble. At least I got some Astarion approval. So that's nice. I'm gonna have to long rest because they hurt me that badly. Hey, it's Auntie Ethel.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina.
Just let her go. Please.
Thank goodness you're here, sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
Stop this. We won't ask again.
How about you all just calm down What's going on here? Lower your weapons. I know this lady. This has nothing to do with me. Goodbye. Let's say one. How about you just calm down? Calm down. What's going on here?
Careful. Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
I won't let you hurt Auntie Ethel. I'm not getting involved. Ethel, what did you do to her sister? I'm not... So, I would like the option, had I succeeded this perception roll, or the insight roll, I forget which it was, that we like, hey, I know that you're bullshitting me, but I'll still help you anyway. Like, options are important. Options and flavor are important. So, Ethel, I'm not gonna let you hurt Auntie Ethel.
Sweetie, be careful!
He's with the hag.
Don't bloody stand there gaping. Get him!
So, throughout this battle, I tried to knock them out instead of just outright killing them, because I wanted to make a point of how kind of weird the implementation of the knockout button is. One, it's really hard to knock people out in this game. You actively have to try and do that, which I'm fine with. However, your rewards for succeeding to knock someone out often aren't worth the trouble you go through doing it. Like, I go to knock these guys out, but the game barely acknowledges that I went that route. Alright, knock unconscious. I said... Where is it? Knock unconscious. There we go.
Oh, my stars! I didn't mean for this to happen.
What happened? It sounded like a heated argument. Do you know this Mayrina they mentioned? 3. The best thanks are paid in gold. Some more options, again, would be nice. I'm gonna say 3. Best thanks are paid in gold. Or, more importantly, you can thank me by dealing with my tadpole problem like you promised.
You're a cheeky pup, aren't you? But I can respect someone who gets down to business. And such heroic deeds deserve proper thanks.
I love
Why
Auntie
don't you
Ethel.
stop by my house? I'll be sure to look after you. See you soon, dearie.
Alright, so we got a conversation with Astarion.
I haven't spent much time with helpless old ladies. Was that normal?
Who knows? What matters is we saved her from these thugs. Not sure, but we should watch ourselves around her. No, she's more than some frail maid. I'm gonna go with 3.
That sly old crone. Well, at least we got to bully those 2 idiots.
There was also a bug in the journal for this fight, where I tried to read it and see if, if the game made mention of the fact that I knocked them out, or if it's acting like I killed them. I couldn't even find the journal entry for this quest at all. And I actually can't scroll down to the bottom of my journal. And I don't know why, so there's clearly something wrong with the journal in this patch. That said, I did give praises to how Baldur's Gate 3 has implemented their journal for the most part. Journal does what it needs to, which is tell me what I need to do. And this is the important bit, and this is feedback that I and several others have given them in the past for Divinity Original Sin 2's journal. The journal in Divinity Original Sin 2 tells you how you feel. Don't do that. And I'm very happy that for the most part, the Baldur's Gate 3 journal doesn't do that. For the most part, there's some instances where it does allude to how your character is feeling. Don't do that. It's really frustrating when the game tells you how you should feel. And it's not a result of the narration going, you see this, or you perceive this, or you smell this, or you hear something, you feel something's off. That's different from, you feel really strongly about this, and this is how you feel about it. No. It's telling me what my character notices is different from telling me how I feel. And that's why I like how the narrator often does this. Now, if you're like, oh, the character feels something in an instance of being under mind control or mental suggestion, that's also fine. There's something I really want to give Baldur's Gate 3 credit for, and that's, again, much like Divinity Original Sin 2, pushing the envelope on what is possible within a CRPG. I want you guys to pay attention to this.
You blink, and the
This entire section of the map changed based on my ability to make this roll. This is something that literally was not possible in other CRPGs. Nothing like this has ever existed. It actually gets under my skin when people say that Baldur's Gate 3 is just Divinity Original Sin 2 reskinned. It's just a carbon copy of Divinity Original Sin 2. No, this could not have been done in DOS 2. This could not have been done in previous CRPGs. This is incredibly impressive. This is a technological achievement. Seamlessly, with the snap of a fingers, everything in this area is different. This is super impressive and deserves high praise. Let's talk to this red cap.
The murderous glare of a red cap, a fey creature known for its bloodlust, greets you. That noise. Is the creature pretending to be a sheep?
We're gonna take a deep breath and say bye. Oh, Astarion approves of that now. Before it was just Shadowheart. Honestly, I feel this would be something Gale would approve of as well, but I think Gale is actually maxed out on approval now. He is. Are we finally out of the red with you, Shadowheart? Are you finally past neutral? No. What about Astarion? Are you past neutral? You're high now. I think we may have a new Astarion staying at camp. If that's the case. Let's say bye to you as well.
Again, this creature doesn't realize you can see its true form.
Or we're gonna say bye. Alright, this video is going on a little long. Okay, so around here is where the siblings' bodies would be. So let's just go talk to our good old friend, the hag, Auntie Ethel, who is tied with Astarion for my second favorite character in the game. Hey, Ethel.
Have a face up. I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. Oh, if it isn't my hero. You took ages. Come in, come in. Feel free to relax yourself and have a cuppa, hmm? Gods grant me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again.
You have an interesting home. I'm glad you got here safely. You treat all your guests so poorly. You said you had something for the parasite? You have an interesting home.
Beautiful, isn't it? It's my little refuge for the lost and hopeless. People in dire need travel from all over Faerun to see little old me.
I love Auntie Ethel's
I'll do
animations.
my damnedest to help them.
It's unfortunate that her mouth movements are
Well,
off.
You need a lot of help. That wriggler swimming in your brain juice is a bit of an inconvenience, isn't it?
Okay, so let's talk about it. Are you saying you can remove it? I'm dealing with it. 3, human. Something isn't right. That woman, why is she here with you? I am not a human. I am a half-drow. And I would like it if the half-drow interactions didn't break all the time. And the game treated me consistently, but it does not. We'll use 3.
Busybodies are not appreciated around here.
She's a pregnant lady in distress. We can't just stand by and pretend she's not here.
I'll talk about your wriggler, and that's it. Last warning.
Fine, can you remove the parasite?
Quicker than you can say yes, Auntie. What do you say? Want me to take care of the little bugger?
I know a devil that's offered to remove it. Depends on the price. Yes, get this damn parasite out of me. I'll take my chances on my own. I know a devil that's offered to remove it.
A devil? Spare me. Blathering windbags in love with the sound of their own voices. I'm the safer bet. Plus, you'll get to keep your soul.
Depends on the price.
Well, that depends on the job. Removing a parasite is no small feat. But I like you, Petal. So I'll only ask for something small. One of your pretty little peepers. I'll pluck it from your head, kiss it for luck, then back in it goes. Won't take but a moment. That is my price. Nothing more, nothing less.
That's a poor bargain. I'll try my luck elsewhere. You have a deal. Will my sight be damaged? You want one of my eyes? Why? I'd like the option of, I'll consider it. I may be back later. That should be an option here. We'll go with 1.
I'm afraid that's my business, Petal. It's nothing nefarious, though. I promise.
This is gonna be one of the longer episodes. Will my sight be damaged?
A touch, but sure you've 2 eyes in your skull, don't you? No need to be precious.
That's a poor bargain. I'll try my luck elsewhere.
Ethel, can I please?
Quiet, you've had enough pampering. And you, my door is always open, Petal. Auntie Ethel is here for you.
Alright, so I'm gonna long rest. Since we're here. I'm gonna pause for a second. Hey, 2. I thought vampires couldn't walk into homes without an invitation.
We can't. And yet I cross the threshold like moonlight through leaves. This worm is a powerful little beast, isn't it?
There should be more options than just 2 here. It sounds like you're enjoying it.
What's not to enjoy? I can walk in sunlight, trespass upon any home, manipulate minds. I'm the most powerful vampire in the realms.
I love that line. He sounds so adorable.
Doom is an issue, but why not enjoy the benefits while we can?
Alright, well, I'm back. I finished my long rest, and the brothers woke up and came over here and died to Auntie Ethel. It would be nice if, I'm gonna talk to them in the next part. I'm gonna talk to the dead bodies in the next part. It would be nice if you somehow get through the dungeon without, after knocking them out, before long resting, that they don't die. And they manage to wake up and they manage to leave. If you manage to get through this dungeon and get Auntie Ethel to leave or kill her or whatever, then it's fine. Alright, so next part, we'll do some more Auntie Ethel things. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please like the video, comment down below, share the video around, and subscribe to the channel, because it tells me you like my content and want me to keep making it. It also helps the channel grow. Until next time, later.